So, those of you here while we wait for Kevin to unmute, just going to go a little bit over what's planned in terms of speaking points today. We're going to start off with, a personal message for you guys, and, you know, that'll
If
be a, oh,
it's
yeah,
Kaiser,
do not know where Kai's is. Uh, we're going to speak about the schedules for these. Is this going to be something that's going to become regular?
okay, the stream's
Lots
up.
of updates for Kaiju Revolution, and we're going to be speaking about the two new projects that are being worked on as well. After we do that, we're going to introduce a development team, and then those of you who have questions or anything, I'll stick around and answer if y'all got anything.
Thanks, Conquered. Um, yeah, guys, I know we haven't done this in a while, and to see people tuning in like this is crazy. As I was saying earlier, we broke 20,000 members just now. I promise you it wasn't planned. Um, to start it off as a simple dev meeting, but we wanted to bring you guys into the fold on what we're working on, what projects we have in store, and just give you guys some leaks, some much needed teasers. How's that sound?
I think everybody agrees sounds great.
Let's see. Here we got some YouTubers still here. So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for the opportunity, truthfully, um, and make it clear that without you guys, we wouldn't be where we're at. We wouldn't be working on this game so diligently. And this process, although it has been tedious, it has given us new insight into what the community wants and a lot of insight in what we want this company to be. You know, I made said an announcement previously. You guys are Obsidian. It's not just because um, it's not just because you guys are actively contributing to the development of our games, but it really is because without you, none of this would be possible. We didn't start it on a whim for a game for us. We started as a game for the community, and now we have three other projects in line. So without further ado, I know you guys want to see updates on Kaiju Revolution and what we have planned. Let me see. Kaiser should have just joined, by the way. Conquered.
Let me see.
You see
Uh,
him in the server.
can't see him through the audience list.
Have him doing the stage.
There he is.
Perfect.
All right, guys, you should have like a. There he is.
And he is muted. He does not have permission to speak.
No,
Oh,
I can speak.
Right.
oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, no, so yeah, first and foremost, KR, I know that's what you got most of you guys are here for. Um, we have been working on pushing out combat. We are officially done with models for phase one. And our next stage is pushing out the combat so that we can have a game to present to Toho. We are at the final stretch, guys. Um, some of these models you guys have yet to see. Uh, so let's see them. Let's see them. Let's see them. I'm gonna drop them on. mm, I want to make sure the whole server gets to see them as well. I'm gonna drop them on KR teasers. Still heavy development is going on. We're doing the last touch up. Teasers, and bear with me, I am still doing a lot of this from my phone. And someone also told me, yes, the other day, one of the testers had brought up they want to see Angrius's animations. So I thought I'd oblige. Check out dev teasers. They're loading up right now. This is just some of what we're working on. Right now, like I said, we are on the final stretch. The map is completed. We're putting in little assets. Monsters have been made. The kaiju have been made. Animations are just about completed. -1 will be playable within by the end of this week. UI development has been extraordinary. Kaiser here has made it so the UI is interactive, has made it so that each one of you guys are able to edit and customize them depending on the character that you have. I just really can't wait for you guys to test it all. Kaiser, tell the community what you have been working on scripting wise. I know you've recreated the whole game to our new to a single script architecture. What that means is it means it will be easier to add more kaiju once we get the approval, once we get the go ahead. It'll be easier to add more abilities, just everything's streamlined. But Kaiser can tell you a little bit more about that.
Hi.
Go
Oh,
ahead, Kaiser. Yep, we
okay.
can hear you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go walk around the map while I talk, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, I'll
Okay,
be posing more teasers for you guys.
there. So, if you guys did not know, we've been doing a lot of progress on KR for mostly performance-wise and trying to make it so anybody could play the game and they don't lag. So what we've been doing are, well, what I've been doing is learning a new type of scripting style that one of our another scripter we have working for another game has made, and we're gonna try to implement that design into KR. Currently, it's pretty much the layout of how it's gonna work is done, and I have actually implemented some of it already. But we are just gonna be I don't know, over the next few days, it's gonna be fully added, and you guys should expect this done maybe by the end of the week. This whole thing is basically just allow us, like Ancient said, just easily add new characters, get updates out well, like good characters. Sorry, it's gonna allow us to have new characters and updates pretty fast with this new system that we're gonna implement. Um, yes, this is the map. Yeah, so we're still working on some other stuff like lighting and things, but overall, it's mostly complete, like Ancient said. Anyways, I will now bring this back to Ancient because I think we got some other devs who want to show some stuff. But yeah, that's it. If you have any other questions, just ask me.
We will be doing the developer introductions at the end.
Yeah, we're doing the developer intros at the end, so no worries about that.
Okay.
Right now, yeah. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm still posting teasers in game content as well. I know you guys have been waiting. Um, and yeah, I see it. Concord.
Yep.
Make sure the streams are still up. Now, I've had a lot of questions about Toho, and I've seen a lot of questions about Toho. So I know my announcement was a one off and may not be clear to a lot of people. But yes, we have permission from Toho to make this game, guys. We're not doing this in secret. We're not hiding behind smoke and mirrors. We are the only ones in talk with Toho, as far as I know, to make a game of this scale. Now, the question is, do they approve of our concept once it's all said and done? That's what we've been working so hard on. That's why we've been putting our time remixing, updating, to make that, although they seem interested, to make sure that they actually approve of the concept at the end of the day. Any day, any moment, they can tell us, it's not to our standards, although that may be a bummer, but that's the reality of it. But we're going in with the best chance any game on this platform has had. We're going in with your ideas. Why haven't Toho announced us yet? I can only assume it's because they haven't fully approved of our game. Granted, we don't even have a full game out. We only have the alpha tester and the demos of the kaiju. And really, that's why I say this is your game. Yes, upon announcing it or upon pushing this idea out to Toho, they offered to take it and make it their own. And yeah, we could have gone the easy route and say, yeah, go ahead. You guys have full creative control. But I truthfully don't think they would have given the community what they wanted. They would have given you guys the game you wanted and nothing against them. But I don't believe that it would have been in the best interest for the kaiju community. That's why we are self-funded, and that's why we take donations from you guys in the form of alpha testing, right? And to give back to this community and to give back to all your support for making this possible. Um, Alpha Tester isn't just for a one-off for just Kaiju Revolution. It'll be across the board for any and all projects that we have. Yes, you may still have to pay to access those alpha stages of those other projects, but once you're in or once it becomes public, you will get the full perks of alpha. So essentially, once you're an alpha tester for one of our games, you're an alpha tester for all of our games. We want to make sure that we give back to the community. So alpha access for KR will have a custom kaiju. Still discussing what it will be. I know some of you guys may have heard rumors or leaks. I won't say for sure. You guys will get access to currency, in-game currency, and you guys will have custom tags to show your support, to show that you guys were one of the first in-game. And yes, I know I've mentioned other games, other original games in the past, and they're here. First and foremost, we have Hero Quest. We tested it a few months ago. You guys seem to have loved it. So now it is an official Obsidian Games title. Hero Quest. We are revamping it. We are making it more appealing, more eye-catching. I'm gonna drop leaks in here too. We have new armor sets coming out. We have new weapons coming out, and everyone who is an alpha for that game as well will get perks. Will get alpha tester armor. Will get in-game currency as well. Yeah. Let me switch it. Let me switch over to that. One of the biggest issues that we had, how the game would look, right? It was something that we got stuck on for a while. We were going for Skyrim, we were going for realistic. But we had to take a step back and realize, what does the community need? What do they want?
You're cutting out.
He's cutting out.
Yep.
So
Kevin.
What do you guys want? What are you guys looking for in the game? Ability. They want it better now. Better now. Can you
Yep.
guys hear me?
Better now.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Um, who you guys want? What you guys from anywhere, and you guys want to have and be
You're
friends, right?
you're still cutting
So
out.
we have some new armor sets coming. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. The service just got bad in my area. 1 second.
Yeah, so while we give him a second, we've been, again, like you said, more armor, more weapons. GUI is being fixed up to make sure that it's, to the standards of the other games currently on the platform. Uh, we're sticking with the kind of classic Roblox vibe to the game. The core concept of it being a dungeon diving and following a quest line is still going to be there. Uh, Other than that,
Con-
core gameplay is going to be about the same.
Concord, you are a lifesaver, man. We will have more abilities. VFX, we want to make it appealing. We'll have the same artists that are working on the Kaiju Revolution VFX to make it more eye-catching, to give you guys a style that works for us and that you guys are familiar with, you know. And pets. I saw someone ask, what if Toho accepts? If Toho accepts, then we will be oh man, if Toho accepts this proposal and it is looking like they are leaning in that direction, um, yeah, we'll get more monsters out ASAP, and we'll be able to do crossovers. Maybe a kaiju pet in Hero Quest. Who knows? I'll be dropping the leaks and the announcements as well. But Hero Quest isn't the only thing we got working on. We also have our upcoming project, Starfall. I'm gonna send over to Concord here.
Okay, so we're going to be creating a kind of an original IP for Obsidian games. We're working on this exciting new project, and I'm going to first start explaining the basic explanation and the mission statement of the game. So Starfall's main quest will focus on the community's decisions. Uh, no faction in the game is going to be inherently good nor evil, and it's up to the players and the community to create their path with these quests. The core aspects of this game is that it's an evolving storyline with open world concepts. It's going to be a looter shooter MMORPG game that is heavily focused on exploration and some of the other RPG aspects, such as getting, weapons, armor, going and looting places, PvE and PvP.
Can't forget about the space combat.
Yes, and you're going to be able to sit there and explore planets, as well as space. That we plan on making server sizes huge, so that there's always something happening. The
Stop
game
teasing
purpose.
them.
No,
Show them the
I
ship
will. I
designs.
will. I'm gonna get to the game purpose first. So, in Starfall, players will shape the fate of an evolving galaxy where empires rise and fall, driven by the choices of each faction and the community as a whole. Every path, whether as a skilled freighter pilot, a daring miner, or a strategic base manager, strategic base manager or a fearless combatant in PvP or PvE missions, adds to the intricate tapestry of the dynamic universe. Players will forge their journey through classic MMORPG elements, acquiring ever advancing gear, upgrading their powerful ships, and pursuing quests that impact the galactic balance. The actions and allegiances of each players will ripple through the economy and factional alliances, influencing the stability or turmoil of entire regions. So whether you want to be the enforcer of peace, maintaining law and order, or a revolutionary force seizing control in a bid for dominance, the fate of the galaxy lies in your hands. So with that being said, we've got some test ships being created, and let's show my screen share real quick. These are some basic photos of the kind of the rough drafts of what we got going on. So let's see. Here's some of the concepts that we have. I'm gonna be showing. This is going to be one of the recon fighters. We got a heavy fighter, a freighter, and a corvette. Uh, each ship is going to have customizability. If you think about Lego pieces and how you can attach, a different cockpit, different wings, different engines, and different weapon systems, right? So no ship build will ever be the same as another unless you choose to build it as such. This is our light fighter that's being developed at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of modularity in it, things that can be changed and customized. going on. Here's our heavy fighter that we have working. Again, different universal weapon mounts. People can change aspects of everything that's going on with the ship. Freighter, there's going to be so many different options for people to make money and have fun with the game. Uh, there's if you go onto a planet, there's going to be 30 ways to make money and so many different side quests that people are going to be able to do. And then lastly, the Corvette, some of the bigger ships. The game's going to be focused on teamwork. You can either play solo or you can also play with your team, right? So it's going to allow for multi-crews and you can play with your friends in different ships while exploring together. So that's currently what we got going on for these.
Let's
In
drop them in
terms,
dev blogs.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm doing
those
that right
those are
now.
awesome.
So in terms of projected releases and whatnot, we're starting on the map for the proof of concept, and you can probably expect to be able to play something not entirely fully finished game, but you can expect an alpha testing again first quarter of 2025.
Yeah, and we are most of our games. I won't say will ever be completed um in one go, right? We are ever evolving all of our games, all of our concepts are
That's
community driven. That's the best part about it, right? The more updates you guys want to see, the more we'll add in. We don't stop at the basics. We don't stop at just one. We're gonna keep pushing the boundaries, keep pushing the envelope for as long as you guys want us to. That's what Obsidian Games is. That's what we represent. And that's what we want to give back to you guys as a community. And I wasn't serious about the JJK email. that's how that's the type of type of incorporation we are. Whatever the community wants, we'll move in that direction. We'll pursue it. We want to move forward with full transparency, with updates. That is why we will be doing these dev streams regularly again. We have someone working on our media team. I know we've been behind on that. Again, bear with us, guys. We have been working really hard in the background, establishing our dev teams, establishing our staff, establishing ourselves as a corporation. And with that in mind, all the devs, I want to give you guys a shout out too, because the current dev team, everyone here that is a dev, you guys are here to stay, right? You guys have been deemed to be what Obsidian Games needs, in more than one form. For example, we have the Storm, one of our best kaiju devs. He is now moving to Starfall. You know, he is our modeler. He has made, yeah, you guys have seen his work, right? And he is moving the ship design for Starfall. Our sound effects guys, we got Lockjaw, we got Goji with the music. Can't forget about him. Um, dude, it's just been amazing talent. GMRR, um, really just amazing talent here and OG, and we're happy to be taking it further, to be taking this step with you. I'm gonna make a devs channel where you can see our devs, you can see their work, and we will be advertising their work as well because they are as much of the community as can be. We have some incredible talent here. We got Fakakte Jacob, we got Maury, our animators, Donim, Shade, our rigger, he's our lead rigger. He rigs everything. Benny Dev, he does the teasers. Uh, just just talent all around. FBX is gonna be doing the models for Hero Quest, the weapon models, and Rodney, who is doing our current kaiju models. We really, Omak, I can't forget about you, Omak Kai. We really, really, really appreciate you guys, and Kaiju Revolution and Obsidian Games wouldn't have gotten far without you. You know, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Give me 1 second here, Conquer. Do you want to take over for a second?
Which aspect of it?
Just finishing up, maybe Q&As.
Yeah, so I mean, if anybody has any questions, uh, we can go ahead and ask them and ask some in the chat. I will try and answer to the best of my abilities, and I'm gonna be doing them one by one. So if your message does get flooded out, please don't spam it. I'm gonna scroll through and look for it. So for Starfall, it's going to be our own original concept. Where the ships that I showed you, those are my designs that I created. We're gonna start fleshing them, touching them up, making sure that they're, uh, you know, adequate in quality. More blender work is going to be done on them to make sure they're more smooth and texturing. Uh, in terms of kaijus that are being created, we're going to keep going down our list as we keep developing. I think Kaiza's showing some kaijus on there for those who wanted to see some. I believe Godzilla 2014 will be added unless there's any issues with that.
Yes, we have those models in the work. Kaiser, you want to drop the Godzilla 2024? Do you have him readily available to show these people? We
Let
have
me go search
2024
through the
and
amount of stuff
2014.
we have. Let me go through the amount of stuff we have. 50,000 things. Okay.
Yeah, he will be animated soon. He will be in our release.
To answer the question, someone asked, do you intend on adding events to your games? Yes, there will be events for games. I'd say the one that's going to have primarily the most focus on community events and things that are such as like trying to give an example, but special events that are due to community actions will be in Starfall, and not too sure on the Kaiju Revolution side, unless Kaiju you'd like to speak on that.
Huh? Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, we are trying to do community events with Kaiju Revolution. We don't know how it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be like a Christmas event or an Easter event or like some sort of a boss fight. But yes, we are trying to like engage more with the community for our game. So yeah, we will try to add events where people can like do things.
Ooh, yeah,
Uh,
nope. We will have kaiju world bosses as well. I'm thinking of getting a world leaderboard, a global leaderboard for you. Um,
I'm pretty sure Jacob has the thing.
and one of the another one of my favorites is Gigan. He will be in game. I remember someone did ask. Like Bagan is also gonna be in game. Don't worry, he's coming out. Um, Most of the models that you guys have seen, they're already created. We're just waiting to get them animated. We have our team working hard on those right now. Um, we're getting out the Toho approved models first. Then we're moving on to the legendary.
Somebody asked on the YouTube, will Hollow Earth be added?
Hollow Earth will be added.
But it will not be a part of the main game. It will be like a
Yeah,
subcategory.
it'll be another instant that you have to actually travel to. Reskins will be purchasable. Maybe I wouldn't say make it a game pass. Like we're not after cash grabs, y'all. We don't want cash grabs. We don't want anything too crazy. So some reskins will be purchasable through in-game currency that you can earn. Ooh, for alpha testing, how many kaiju will be in alpha testing? What are we up to now? Like 15, 20?
Um, what our model, yes, but when it comes to animations, not even that much. But yeah,
Oh
there will be
yeah.
still a lot.
Yeah. By Q1 though, there we'll have everything animated. Yeah, Benny, go ahead. Show it out, Benny. Send it to Kaiser so we can show it.
Yeah, I was looking through like 50,000 screenshots.
Hey, one of the moderators or employees, why don't y'all go check general chat real quick?
Yeah, I just want to bring this up. You guys do know the game is in alpha testing. We've had like a lot of people come to us saying, "Why is there nothing in the game? Why is there nothing in the game?
Uh,
Oh, this like is
yes,
horrible."
here, guys, let me explain it for them. Just to put it simple and blunt, the game says alpha testing on Roblox, and I understand everybody wants it out now, 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 but we don't want to just release some slop and call it a day. We're trying to create a game for the community, and we're trying to dedicate our time and effort into making sure that it's adequate for y'all. So while 100 Robux may be a lot for some of you, uh, it is used to keep supporting Obsidian games and the projects that we are doing. The the game will be free on release, and you don't necessarily need to purchase alpha to have access to the game once it releases. Alpha testing is simply there for those who want to test the game early. So if you don't have the Robux to afford it, that's fine. The game will be coming out first quarter of 2025. Those of you who are, oh, this is a scam and whatnot, you don't have to buy it if you don't believe in the project either.
And you
We're
guys,
independently working on this project. There's, we do need support from the community, and we appreciate all of it. It's just we want to make sure that it's high quality for you guys.
Okay, so I want to further like bring this on. So, what would you guys rather want? Because we could have a game that's completely done
I
now.
I
Like,
think we've already established
yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no
whoa,
point.
hey,
We're good.
hey,
No, no, Kaizen.
nah.
Uh, like I said, we're not gonna change our goals of releasing a quality game. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna release some slop.
Yeah, no, we want to make sure that that we're listening to the community, like I said, that we're working alongside you instead of making something and just releasing it. It's it's a work in progress. It is very much a work in progress. And it is something that takes not only approval from Toho as well as we go along, but approval from you guys. I don't send them anything that you guys haven't checked up on or checked on or that you guys haven't requested. That's not the type of company we're trying to be, right? Like I said, Obsidian Games is for the people. It is your game. You guys are Obsidian Games, and that's all. Yeah, that's all it is. Man.
Hmm.
Any questions? Any other questions? No. Then
Let
all
me
Mm-mm.
right,
see.
guys.
No, no. All I just see is the chat.
Yeah. Uh,
Yep.
You guys are blowing
anybody?
up. I love it. I
I was
love
gonna
it.
say,
I love the
if anybody
support.
has any questions about the new projects, If anybody's interested on those, feel free to ask. In terms of Kaiju Revolution, I believe we've answered as many questions as we can. Uh, there's certain questions that we can't, get into crazy specifics about it.
Who's Peckerman again?
I believe Shimo's being remodeled at the moment.
Yeah, Shimo's getting remodeled. As a lot of you guys, like I said, a lot of you guys didn't like the way she was shaped. So we
Yeah.
will oblige and we will update Shimo to make it more what you guys want, to make her more realistic and to make her more accurate to the source material.
Um. Okay. So someone asked, what will combat be like? If you guys didn't know, a lot of people don't like stunning and like tick and like stuff like that, like kids. And this game is mostly towards kids and people who like Godzilla. However, we are still adding stunning to the game. It's just not going to be as prevalent as another game or like Kaiju Arisen. There's gonna be the game's entire mechanic is basically gonna be a mixture of something like um Kaiju Arisen's, KU's, Project Kaiju. Imagine all those games combined into one system, and like that's basically how our game's gonna be. Another thing is, if you guys didn't know, a while back, we're still working on another system called Kaiju Coalition, I think.
Yeah, so there's
Collision?
a collision.
Yeah, Kaiju Collision. So if you guys didn't know, there's another game being worked on. It's a subcategory technically of Kaiju Revolution called Kaiju Collision. This is going to be a mixture of stuff like the I don't know, whatever you guys want. Do you guys want the PlayStation Godzilla combat? We can try that. But there's gonna be different types of combat for this game, and it will not just be hit, 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 run, stuff like that. It will be an actual like fun game that anybody can join. Okay.
All right, y'all. Yeah, there's no more questions. We'll end it right here. Yeah, this might just have been our biggest dev stream.
Yep.
Devs, the devs.
The
Yep.
devs for developer introductions and whatnot. There's going to be a special channel where y'all will be able to see their work, what they
Yeah.
do, their job. Um, so just keep that in mind.
Guys, the Benny Dev had something he wanted the community to see as well.
Uh,
Did he send that your way?
no.
Let me send it to you. Last teaser for the day. And this is one of our very last models too
Server size is
that
gonna
are
be 25
being made
players.
for right now.
Server size is gonna be 25 players. Yippee.
Someone asked where the kaiju leaks are. We're posting them in the uh, KR
KR,
teasers.
yeah, KR teasers.
Someone asked, will we be able to clash with the military? I personally think it's a cool idea, but again, we're going to be focused on getting the core concepts down first.
Yep, we can't like add more stuff to the game until we have like an actual functioning game.
Yes.
Yep. But all right, y'all. Thanks for
Uh,
the time. Anything else? You guys have any more updates? No?
Um, no. Just expect that the game is we're trying to make it as best as we can for you guys, and if you guys have any suggestions, just tell us.
well, thank
How
you
about
all
that?
for attending. That should be it for today. We're going to start trying to do these on a more regular basis and collect community feedback. So we will definitely let everybody know in advance the next time we're going to be doing one of these.
Hopefully we answered all your questions. Hopefully we clarified several things for you guys. We're gonna be recording the stream and making sure it is, well, we have been recording the stream and making sure it's viewable for everybody. All our streams going forward will also be recorded. So that way you guys aren't missing updates, even if there's a time zone discrepancy. So again, thank you all for your time. We do appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day or good night for those of you
Can I say something?
overseas. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. God said, aren't the devs going to be
Yeah,
like
I've
introducing
already
themselves?
I've already spoken on this right twice.
Yeah, we
We'll
don't
have
have
the
all the devs
developers.
here.
All the developers are
Okay.
going to have a special channel that they're going to be able to introduce themselves, what they do, their purpose, and some development work.
Yeah, the reason for that is we don't have all the devs here right now. And
At the
we
same time,
wanted to
there's
make
a
it
lot of
fair to
people.
you guys. There are some in different time zones, so we want to make it so that everyone can see it and everyone has their opportunity to show their work or showcase their work. So yeah, it will be a special channel for it, and we're gonna keep it on long term.
My God.
All right, y'all take care, and thanks